Hey, this is Mike with the Grill Cleaning Pro. Here cleaning this Weber grill. Um, I turned down a job the other day because I couldn't afford it. And what I mean by that is uh, a guy sent us some pictures of his grill. It was a large smoker, two heads, basically one side being a gas grill, the other side being a smoker, very large cabinet. And he asked for a quote. We gave him a quote based off the overall size. Gave him even a $30 discount for this kind of being our slower time of the month. So we discounted the service, trying to earn his business, keep our guys busy, and so forth. But he came back and asked for a better offer, saying that he could buy a new one for $350. So, you could take this a couple different ways. You could either take it that if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. So I can't fault him for asking for a better discount. Or you could take it that he's um, doesn't value your service, doesn't understand the detail and the level that you're going to clean it with, or he's going to be one of these kind of customers that if he does say yes, that he's going to be very nitpicky and very particular about the cleaning. He might be one of those nightmare customers for you. So anyways, it doesn't matter what the situation is. I turned it down because I couldn't afford it. Now, what do I mean by that? If you're not tracking your overhead and your labor rate, then how do you know if your job is going to be profitable? I knew going into that job that it was going to take a certain amount of time, probably about 3 hours to clean that grill because it was that big. Um, and I knew that based off my labor rate, based off of my overhead, based off of the profitability that I want for that job, I knew that that discount that I offered him was at that base level. I was probably going to ultimately end up breaking even and not making much of any profit on it. So, do you know what those numbers are for you? Do you know what percentage you're trying to achieve on each job? If you don't, you're playing a losing game because you're probably at the end of the year or at the end of the month going, I made this amount of money. I came home with this amount of money. Where did the rest of the money go? If you're not tracking that and you don't know, and you're constantly taking on jobs, giving discounts on your services, and not knowing what your profitability on that job is, you can't complain when you don't know where the money went. The reality is that you got to know what your labor rate is, you got to know what your overhead is, and then calculate what your profit percentage is going to be to determine what your pricing is going to be. So maybe you're not pricing correctly. um, I don't know. Those are things that you need to kind of look at. If you need help understanding how to figure out your labor rate and your overhead, reach out. We'll help you out and try to help you figure out if you're pricing correctly or not. So, anyways, hope you have a great day. This is Mike with the Grill Cleaning Pro.